Could be lying. It's 5 hours, 4 hours. So look, shorter than what it takes for me to get to Greensboro, where my wife's from Maryland. That's 5 hours. All right. So, people have no issue making that drive over there. So a lot of people, they were, at least what I was seeing, they were selling their primary residence, moving to Nevada, and then keeping keeping their rental properties in California. And this is during the pandemic. Idahoans. One thing I wanted to, and there's somebody who has memorized like Maryland people are called Marylanders, Idahoans, right? People in Idaho are called Idahoans, require an extra 115,769 annual income, while Nevadans need an additional 129,000, almost 130. And Washingtonians, I think Washingtonians might be my favorite one. Washingtonians must earn 166,000 extra more to join the top 5%. This reason is due to changing the economy rate in Idaho, Nevada, and Washington due to the past couple of years. Washington, for example, saw residents' incomes rise 44%. Ooh. Silicon Valley, like number 2 up there in Washington. I don't know if it's number 2, but I know Amazon is headquartered there, and Microsoft, I believe. They're both headquartered in Washington. And Starbucks might be as well. Is it? I don't know. Anyways, wow, 50, almost 50% in 5 years is crazy. That means you went from 100,000 to 150,000. Every $100,000 was 50,000. Wow, almost 44 to be exact. Likely due to Seattle's rising reputation as a tech hub after COVID. I want to be in the panorama. I want to be very clear. I do not read these articles ahead of time. And if you've been watching this, but if not, if you're first time listeners, shout out to the first time listeners. I do not read these articles ahead of time, let alone read ahead while I'm reading. So when I was talking about Amazon, Microsoft, and maybe even Seattle's not a tech company, but Amazon and Microsoft being in Seattle is exactly what I was saying. In Idaho, thousands of people moved to Boise during the pandemic, bringing with them their salaries from remote work. Okay, so people kept their remote jobs and they moved to these areas. Interesting. In the case of Nevada, which ranked number 2 study-wide, gambling became more readily legalized. Yes, and accessible from 2017. Yes, the sports get betting. Yep. This led to major profit increases for companies headquartered in Las Vegas. True. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. So in short, you got to make at least $350,000 to round up to make the conversation simple, but really in the $400,000 range to be considered rich in your particular state. All right. Now we're going to switch over to how do you qualify for no down payment? Also, to y'all, as I remember, make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know and reach out to us. I got to get better at doing my advertisement, I guess, in the middle. All right. Leave a comment, like it, share it. You know what it is. Tell people. In the words of Sir Alex the Great, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to Sir Alex. Anyways, guide to no down payment mortgages. Am I eligible? Well, if you're rich, right? If you're making that 330,000 plus in your state, whichever state it is, but a minimum of 340,000, I hope you would be able to, get a down payment. But again, most people get as much house as they qualify for. All right. And the most money they ever had saved is the down payment. But this is saying, hey, guide to no down payment mortgages. Am I eligible? I hope this only doesn't talk about the VA loan. Key takeaways: a no down payment mortgage allows you to buy a home without putting any money down up front at closing. Cool. I want to be separate. This is going to talk about still paying closing costs here. The 2 main types of loans that don't usually require a down payment are VA loans and USDA loans. Looks like we're going to get into that. Some alternatives to no down payment mortgages include low down payment loans, such as conventional or FHA loan, down payment assistance, and gift funds. If you qualify for a no down payment mortgage, you can get a loan for the full purchase of a home with no money down up front. Here's what you need to know. For the VA loan, I don't even need to read this. I can give you all a good amount of information on the VA loan. I'm still going to read it, but I know about the VA loan. Interested to see what it is for the USDA loan. I wonder how much information I'm going to get into about the VA loan, though, they talk about disabled veterans. What is a no down payment mortgage? A no down payment mortgage is a home loan that allows you to finance 100% of the home's purchase price without having to put any money down at closing. When I say no money down, no down payment, my assumption is they're still saying you need to, you may, not guarantee, but you may need to pay for closing. And again, we had the change, changing the law as far as paying buyers being able to pay their agents fees or commission as far as the real estate agent. So interesting if this, it talks about that here. And again, this was published June 24th this year, 2024, written by Lori Richards, edited by Suzanne DeVetta, and reviewed by Jeff Ostrowski. Yeah. All right. Zero down mortgages, the saying, can be particularly beneficial for those buying a home for the first time or with limited savings. 1/5, 20% of aspiring homeowners believe they won't ever be able to save enough to buy a home, according to Bank Rate's 2024 down payment survey. Let's be clear. Most people's issues is that they got debt, and most people's issues that they got student loan debt. We already, did a long time ago how one of the people's main things they're delaying outside of having children is buying a home. All right, and we talk about people who are married but don't have kids, have the most student loan debt, like, right? Anyways, all these advertisements. No money down mortgage options. The easiest way to avoid a down payment to qualify for either a VA loan or USDA loan. You're not going to qualify for a VA loan if you're not a veteran with an honorable discharge. It's that simple. People who are enlisted can still get it, or officers, but you're not. All right, if you didn't join the military / get out of the military, if you're not in the military / join the military and then got out with an honorable discharge, you ain't looking at the VA loan. You might be able to still get it if you don't have an honorable. Might be get if you get general, I have to look and see. But you only want honorable discharge. Let's be very clear. If they threaten you about not getting your honorable, take the threat seriously and take your honorable, y'all. Anyways, VA loans. If you're military, right, service member, veteran, or eligible surviving spouse, you might qualify for the VA loan. All right, VA loans, guaranteed by Department of Affairs. Right, unlike conventional loan, there's no mortgage insurance required for a no down payment VA loan. However, you do have to pay upfront funding fee. The upfront funding fee is the VA's version of the mortgage PMI or mortgage insurance premium, whatever it is. The MIP is for FHA loans, and conventional loans is PMI. PMI, you have to pay that when you have less than 20% equity when you purchase the home. Then once you get 20% of equity in the house, 20% equity in the house, it's supposed to come off. Sometimes it comes automatically. It just kind of depends on the terms and conditions of your mortgage. But as far as the VA loan, they're saying you don't have mortgage insurance, but you do have the funding fee. And a lot of times that funding fee is rolled into the loan insured, as it says right there, which can be rolled into the mortgage. This fee ranges from 1.25% to 3.3% of the loan amount. You can reduce the funding fee by making a down payment. The one thing